Welcome to OWAD Today. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue exploring supposedly Neolithic concept. Yesterday we'll talk about fishing, but for fishing to be effective, you have to go to where fish are. And zhou is today's character to serve that function for fishermen. 舟 means boat in Chinese, and you can see simplified traditional look exactly the same, means simplified didn't simplify on top of the traditional version. And the traditional versus 2000 years ago's dictionary version look almost the same, and except that we got a strokes because it's a handwritten form, right? We got a strokes that's more ergonomic when you do the strokes. This is easier to write versus this, right? So there are ways to simplify it to suit for the writing tool, which is our hand and a brush. So now the traditional, like way before the traditional Chinese, draw out how a boat would look like. It's basically a structure of kayak. Here, this top portion is the bow of the boat, which probably is the, serve the function as the nose of the boat that's pointing toward the direction where it goes and to break the water, right? So there are certain boat designs that's probably most beneficial to the movement of the boat. So the bow of the boat have to be signified in the language to show you this is an important part component of what boat is. And then the two sides, right? The two sides of the boat. And we didn't draw out the other end, the stern of the boat, only the bow of the boat. And then we have two seaters here to show you. You can sit at this locations. And I guess at the beginning of the boat, it's a relatively small and simple, maneuverable, easy structure that you don't require to go into like a shipping yard to get built, like today's boat design and making. Probably ancient times as a survival tool for fishermen. Without too much specialization, you can build a boat to make it afloat, and therefore just two seaters is the beginner entry level boat. Okay, expressions. 水能载舟，亦能覆舟. This is one expression. And again, it talks about a concept from the perspective of the ruler. When the ruler talks about the umpire, 周 is the symbol of the umpire, and the relationship between the ruler and the ruled, which is the mass of people. You can see here, right? Who symbolize the people? It's the water. Water is this massive body that's almost like environmental to the floating of the boat. And so here, as a cautionary saying to the ruler to correctly position themselves in relationship to the people, the ruler rule, that is a warning to say, okay, the water which your people can carry the boat of yours, 亦能 also can, 覆舟 can flip it over, can capsize your boat. So that gives the warning to anybody. It's like the user manual for the ruler come, like a new ruler come to the throne, and to tell him, better be aware. You need to float your boat here, and the water has the power to carry your boat, but it can also damage the boat, lopside the boat, or capsize the boat. So that's everybody in Chinese know this expression, even if it's supposed to tell the ruler, but the people, majority of us, as the water symbol corresponding role here, we realize our power in there in this expression, right? We have the power to overturn a government, a ruler. Okay. 渔舟唱晚 is the title name of a famous Chinese ancient, I guess, Chinese classical music that's played by either 古琴, I forgot how many strings, probably 5 strings, or 古筝, that's 21 strings. So, or flute even. So any of the Chinese instruments can render 渔舟唱晚. And just this 4 character instantly paint a poetic um, picture where the fishing boat, right, in your vision, the fishing boat, and the singing toward the sunset or at the sunset time. So we can almost hear the chant, not chanting, chanting is religious, but it's like any working people who are really out there venture into deep of nature that's working on open water, trying to make a living being a fisherman. And they sustain their spirit, their energy, their confidence to be able to survive the water, make a living out of it, be grateful to the water as well, right? By the action of singing. So I never get to hear the singing from fishermen, but I believe I totally, just by the title of this music piece, believe that back then, or maybe even today, singing men's, fishermen's got their songs, got their. It's almost like what's the English word? Pirates have their own lingo, right? When you survive in a particular environment for a long time, you have your own, or sailors' verbiage. You have your own expressions. You have your own interaction with your environment. So here, 渔舟唱晚, of course, we're not talking about the boat sing. It's the people on the boat doing the fishing. The fishermen sing at sunset. And probably, I would imagine they head out to water in early morning or even in the dark. And then they head back. So that's at the end of a day's labor. And they are still singing. Their energy is still high. They're still celebrating. I mean, that's just a beautiful imagery. And here is a fishing boat. And I hope they have some songs, they have some singing in there to celebrate their trade, their walk of life, their bravery to survive open water. All right, thank you for your time. See you another day.